Well, there you have it. My 5th story has been officially confirmed, and it will be released on July 24th, 2024, the 2-year anniversary of my 4th story, The Collab.
Oops.
Yeah, my apologies for the long wait. Well, I think it's about time I finally show you the finished product. Let's roll the intro!
Under the sea! Under the sea! Oh, I'm recording? Oh, shoot. Hello, everybody! It is me, Johnny, and welcome to the long-awaited My 5th Story! Yep, it's finally here after all this time. I'm sorry for the long wait, but it's finally here, and I hope you all enjoy it. So, let's go ahead and get started. Under the sea! Alright, let's kick it off with Chapter 1, The Little Crappy Fishing Trip. Once upon a time, on a hot sunny day, there was a sailor named Steve who was about to go fishing on his boat. "Well, it's that time of the year again," said Steve. "It's time that I go catch the prize-winning fish for this year's fish-catching contest. And beat the longtime champion, Seymour Surffish a lot." About a few seconds later, Steve finally arrived at his favorite fishing spot. He then grabbed his fishing pole and dropped the line into the ocean. "I know for sure that I'll win this time," said Steve. But as time went on, Steve has made multiple catches, but none of them have been a fish. Not a single one. "Oh, the crap keeps throwing this garbage into the ocean!" shouted Steve. "I've been trying to catch a fish all day, but all I keep getting is this worthless pile of rubbish!" Steve then decided to go calm down and get some sleep, as it was starting to get late. "I'll just try again first thing in the morning," said Steve. He then started falling asleep on a freaking bunk bed for some reason. And as he was sleeping, a mermaid peeked out of the ocean and noticed Steve sleeping on his boat. So she decided to get his attention by making a really big splash. Splash! The splash was so big it made Steve jump out of his boat into the ocean. "What the crap was that?" questioned Steve. The mermaid then came out of the ocean to greet herself to Steve.
"Hi there,"
said the mermaid. Steve then felt a little confused. "You, look awfully familiar," said Steve. "You're from the Bubble Guppies, right?" "Wrong!"
"I, apologize for an unpleasant surprise,"
said the mermaid.
"Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Ariel." "Wait a minute. We can't use that name! John, please change the name to something different. We don't want that cartoon rat to go after us."
Huh? Oh, right, I'm on it. Job's done.
Much better. Anyways, my name is Dariel. It's nice to meet you.
Steve then tried to hit himself a few times, but realized he wasn't dreaming. Ouch! "I, guess this is part of the lore now," said Steve. I'm Steve, and, what brings you here to my boat at this time?"
I was wondering if you would like to explore the depths of the ocean with me,
said Dariel. "No, I'm sorry, but I can't," said Steve. "I've had a rough day and I need to get some sleep. Besides, I can't even breathe underwater for very long. I'm starting to feel a little bit crazy."
That's not a problem,
said Dariel. She then used her magic to give Steve an air bubble,
This here is a magical air bubble.
explained Daryl.
It has the ability to help you stay breathing while underwater. The only downside is that it only lasts for a short time. It kinda sucks, to be honest.
Steve wasn't sure if he wanted to go. Are you sure if this is safe? Questioned Steve. I don't want to risk drowning down there,
Oh, relax. I'm sure you'll be fine.
said Daryl.
Now, do you want to go underwater with me or not?
I guess I'll give it a chance, said Steve.
That's the spirit.
Said Daryl.
Now, follow me. We have lots to explore.
Well, let's get this crap over with, said Steve as he dived into the ocean.
Under the sea! Under the sea! I'm a little crabby. Jeff is so crappy, so don't blame it on me!
Daryl always loved hearing the underwater band playing their music,
Isn't it just beautiful down here?
asked Daryl. Steve didn't respond, as he was starting to feel a little bit crazy. This isn't real! Laughed Steve. This is all just a dream! I'm not going crazy! This is just my Zero story all over again! This is all fake! Mermaids don't exist! This isn't canon! It's just a myth! This whole story is just a myth!
I'm pretty sure this is canon.
Said Daryl. Steve then paused for a moment until he noticed something that really caught his eye. He found the super rare, one-of-a-kind, evil Pennywise clownfish! Looks like I'm a fish now! I found my prize-winning fish! Said Steve in his mind. He then started swimming towards it as fast as he could to try and catch it.
Where are you going?
Questioned Daryl. Steve was too excited to answer, but just as he kept on swimming, the magic air bubble essentially popped, which caused Steve to no longer breathe underwater. Daryl noticed that Steve was in trouble and swam as fast as she could to help him,
Okay, this was a bad idea.
said Daryl. She tried lifting Steve back up to the surface, but it didn't do any good, as Steve kept moving all over the place, said Daryl.
Looks like I'm gonna need some help ASAP.
But then came out a multi-armed granddad to Flintstone the day!
Granddad!
Said the granddad freak. Daryl was like,
What kind of a Little Mermaid parody is this?
and so Steve was rescued by whoever the crap that was, and was safely thrown back onto his boat.
Ow.
I'm sorry, that whole underwater trip turned out to be quite a predicament.
Said Daryl.
I still need to work on my magic a little bit better.
But now it was time for Daryl to get going,
Well, it was nice meeting you, Steve, but I must be off.
said Daryl.
I hope we meet again someday.
She then waved goodbye, went back,
Under the sea!
under the sea! Okay. That's the last time I'm making that joke, I promise. You know what? Fishing in water sucks anyway, said Steve. I'm just gonna go fishing in concrete instead. Alright, it's time to move on to the next chapter. Chapter 2. Mark goes to the casino.
Let's go gambling!
Once upon a time, the rich businessman Mark went to the casino to try and win some more money after the whole cheaply made pieces of plastic R Us store incident.
I miss going to the casino!
Said Mark.
I was known to be unstoppable of the roulette wheel, which is how I became rich! Let's see if I can win some more cash tonight!
Oh boy.
After he went inside the casino, he goes straight to the roulette wheel, ran by the casino owner, Daniel Gamble.
Mark, my longtime lucky winner.
Said Daniel.
Are you ready to test your luck once more?
I sure am!
said Mark. He then slapped a stack of cash onto the table and started making his first bet,
I'm gonna bet the ball's gonna land on the 21!
said Mark. Daniel then dropped the ball into the spinning roulette, and it landed on the number 21.
Whoa, yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for! That's what it's all about!
Shouted Mark with lots of excitement. Daniel was quite impressed,
Not bad, Mark.
said Daniel.
I see your luck hasn't changed a bit.
And just as Daniel was about to hand over the money to Mark, Mark wanted to make another bet,
This time, I'll bet the ball's gonna land on 25!
said Mark,
There's no way he's gonna win twice in a row.
said Daniel. Then round and round the ball goes. Will it stop? Yes, it will. And the ball landed on the number 25,
How?
said Daniel.
How is that even possible? This wheel has got to be rigged.
Mark was really happy with all the money he's earned, and was just about to call it quits and take all of his winnings home. But then he got an idea. An awful idea. Mark got a wonderful, awful idea. He grabbed his safe, which contains all of his money, and is going all in with his one last bet.
I bet all this money that the ball is gonna land on the number 3!
Said Mark. Daniel got really scared now,
Well, this ain't looking good for me.
said Daniel. He then dropped the ball into the spinning roulette once more. And the number the ball landed on is the number 15.
What? No! It can't be!
Daniel was so excited and relieved Mark didn't win, so he went ahead and started taking all of his money away.
Well, Mark, as they always say, you win some, you lose some.
Said Daniel.
No! Please don't do this to me!
Begged Mark.
I'll do anything! I can give you my limited edition gold pair of underpants, signed by the pair of underpants himself!
Daniel then had enough of Mark's petition and kicked him out of the casino. Chapter 2.5. Mark goes bankrupt. A week has passed after what happened in the casino. Mark lost all of his money, his mansion, his fame, everything. He felt lost and had no idea what to do. Until he thought of another awful idea. Mark has decided to go rob the casino tonight to get all of his money back.
If that greedy thief crap isn't giving me my money back, I'll just go and get it all back myself!
Said Mark. It is now 3 a.m., and just after Daniel closed up the casino for the day, Mark found this very convenient slingshot, and used it to launch himself to the top floor of the casino building. After breaking through one of the top floor windows, without getting caught somehow, he found the vault that contains all of Daniel's earnings. And since the vault only uses face recognition to open, Mark grabbed a photo of himself with Daniel, cut around Daniel's face with a pair of scissors, and used it as a mask to hopefully get the vault to open, which surprisingly worked somehow.
Oh boy.
And just as Mark was about to quickly grab all the money, the mask slid off his face and the alarm started going off.
Oops.
And as they were going off, a bunch of police cars drove by, and the officers ran quickly into the building to the top floor of the casino. And once they reached the top, they then started pointing their guns at Mark.
Reach for the sky!
Shouted one of the officers.
This is illegal, you know!
Mark had no choice but to surrender, until he grabbed Daniel's famous money launcher that was inside the vault, already locked and loaded. Mark had the idea to bribe the officers with the money inside the vault. So he pulled the trigger, and out comes the money! Bang, bang, bang! Money! Shouted the officers with their Mr. Krabs impressions. The money was starting to pile up, and all of the officers went and started grabbing as much money as they can and forgot about arresting Mark. All except for one, which is none other than Officer Millie herself.
Bribery doesn't work on me.
Said Officer Millie.
Besides, all of that money in the vault isn't even yours to begin with, you freak.
Now Mark really wasn't sure what to do.
I can offer you my signed pair of golden underpants!
Said Mark. And so, Mark got arrested and has been sentenced to 15 years in prison.
And this is why you don't gamble.
Said Officer Millie.
Have fun spending time in jail with these weirdos.
Mark then started to realize he wasn't in prison alone. He was in the same prison cell as Captain Fluffy Blade, alongside his crew, Ronald and Donald.
Look, me scallywags! We have a new prisoner!
Said Captain.
We're just about to watch the My Little Pony movie with this TV someone found in the dumpster! Ah!
I still want to get down to you know, said Ronald.
Well, looks like I'm forced to watch this!
Alright, before we continue on with the next chapter, it's time for another Stupid Songs with Gary, the part of the story where Gary comes out of nowhere and sings... Nope, we are not doing this crap again. There we go, that's better. Anyway, it's time for another Stupid Songs with Johnny, the part of the story where Johnny comes out of nowhere and sings a stupid song. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round. Chapter 3, The High Score War. Twice the time upon once before the time of time, the old guy returns to the retro arcade. How is he still alive after being burned alive in my second story? Oh, whatever. Anyway, he's about to kick some butt in some arcade games once more. I'm pretty sure you know where this is going.
Oh boy.
But then all of a sudden, he finds another person at the arcade who's going for a new high score on his favorite arcade game, Potato Game.
Oh, hello there.
Said the mysterious gamer. The old guy had no idea who this person was.
Who are you exactly?
Asked the old guy.
My name is Brady Morgan, TV Gamer of Infinity, world record holder for many different arcade games, and the #1 gamer in the great land of Britain.
The old guy then noticed something else unusual about Brady Morgan.
Why do you have a jetpack that looks very much similar to that one NFT freak who tried to take over the city?
Questioned the old guy.
Funny you mention that,
Said Brady.
because I'm actually Nelson Phoenix Druid's older brother. But to be honest, I haven't really spoken to him ever since his whole NFT addiction. I mean, his whole evil plan to turn the entire city into NFTs was so stupid. He basically made himself look more like a clown than an actual villain from a fake Marvel universe.
Huh, no wonder you're being voiced by the same voice actor as him.
Said the old guy. And there we go! We got another fourth wall break! Let's go! We've already done so many fourth wall breaks throughout this series that I've kind of lost track of how many I've done. Oh, man.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some potating to do.
Said Brady. And after about 30 minutes of potating, Brady Morgan has defeated the final boss and got a brand new high score. The old guy was not impressed.
You called that a new high score?
Laughed the old guy.
And they call you the TV Gamer of Infinity? What a joke!
The bloody hell did you just say?
Watch me get a new better score!
Said the old guy as he starts gaming. And soon enough, the old guy finished his playthrough of Potato Game and has beaten Brady's new high score. Brady was not happy.
Oh, it's on, you piece of crap!
shouted Brady. And so the war of high scores commences. And it went on, and on, and on, and on, until eventually Brady had enough.
You idiot!
Shouted Brady.
You have any idea who you're messing with? They call me the TV Gamer of Infinity! I'm the one who's supposed to have the highest score in Potato Game! I was made for Potato Game! Potato Game is my life! My life depends on it! I created Potato Game! And nobody's gonna take it away from me!
Actually, no. Alex Parr made the game,
said the old guy.
Play potato game.
Nobody asked for your opinion!
Shouted Brady as he immediately starts kicking the old guy.
Wow, what an asshole.
Not long after, Brady had an idea on how he could beat the old guy's score once and for all.
Now it is time for me to do what I should have done from the very start,
said Brady. He then grabbed a magic lamp and started summoning his old friend and secret weapon, the Game Genie. Greetings, Brady Bogan, said the Game Genie. What stupid wish can I grant you today?
I wish to be the best potato gamer once more,
said Brady.
Wish granted. Boom!
After Brady's wish was granted by the Game Genie, he then transformed into
Super Ultra Brady Morgan Deluxe Ultimate and Knuckles!
Oh no.
Yes!
laughed Brady.
Now I'm playing with power!
And as he was playing more potato game, Brady has been granted infinite lives, infinite invincibility, and even has the ability to reset any level as much as he wants to earn even more points, which isn't even possible in the arcade edition. His score got so big it went off the boundaries.
I'm gonna be taking back what belongs to me!
Said Brady. The old guy then realized that Brady wasn't playing fair.
Brady, stop!
Said the old guy.
You're going way too far! That genie has given you the power to cheat!
I'm not cheating, crap for brains.
Said Brady.
It's a thing called skill. And don't call me TV Gamer of Infinity for nothing.
No, I'm pretty sure that's cheating!
Said the old guy.
Plus, cheating in video games is not allowed in the arcade! That could get your Club Penguin account banned!
Wait a minute, that wasn't part of the script. What?
Must be a skill issue then.
Said Brady. But soon after Brady said that, the old guy had an idea.
Aha!
As Brady kept on playing with his totally fair powers, he was just about to reach the final boss once again.
This new high score is finally mine!
Said Brady.
And there's nothing that old guy can do to stop me now!
Then all of a sudden, the old guy came back with the owner of the arcade, William Muckensberg, and told him everything Brady Morgan has done.
So, Brady,
Said William.
a fellow friend of mine told me that you've summoned the Game Genie and used its power to cheat with my arcade cabinets. Is this true?
Brady has been caught red-handed and had no idea how to respond.
No?
And so, Brady Morgan has been exposed for cheating and is now permanently banned from the arcade, which also caused all of his high scores to be completely revoked.
Ah! This isn't the last you've seen me, you old prat!
Shouted Brady.
I'll be back for revenge! Just you wait! Just you wait! Just you wait!
This is why you don't cheat in my game, you piece of shit.
And there you have it! That's how you can become the video game champion of the world! I hope this video helped you out. Please like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell! Oh, by the way, today's video has been sponsored by CrapVPN, which is basically the Brady Morgan of VPNs. Click the non-existent link below and use the code GRIMACE to receive a 50% off discount. Alright, let's continue on with the stories now. Chapter 4, The 3 Stupid Pigs. Once upon a time, there were 3 stupid pigs. Moo the pig. I'm back in our story, baby, let's go! Peppa Pig. And Peppa George Porky Pig Piglet. Wow, what a real creative name. They were just about to start building their own houses for themselves to live in. Why? I have no idea. For the first house, Moo built his house out of Minecraft blocks. It even has lots of food, tools, and utility blocks. As for the second house, Peppa didn't build anything because she had no idea how building a house works. So she called one of her good friends, Pepsi Man, to help build her a house that is made out of, you guessed it, Pepsi cans. And lots of them. Peppa couldn't believe how fast Pepsi Man built that house for her, and thanked him for all of his hard work. And lastly, for the third and final house, Peppa George Porky Pig Piglet built his house out of... it's just made out of bricks. Nothing too special about this one. But wait! It ain't just any ordinary brick house. This house is made for your own luxury enjoyment. It takes on a new way to live in a new house. It has a very uncomfortable pig couch, an old CRT television that has a very noticeable cracked screen, an old vintage computer that still runs Windows 98 with some applications already installed, such as AOL Instant Messenger, Bonzi Buddy, 3D Movie Maker, and of course, the software that I'm using right now, Storybook Weaver Deluxe. And much, much more! It even includes a refrigerator that's filled with... lots of beer bottles? Who the crap did this? Merlin? Well, that definitely explains everything.
Drunk.
And just as they were finished with all of their hard work, the 3 stupid pigs were just about to start taking a nap in their new homes. Until they heard a really strange, low-compressed 88 kilobits per second howl. It was none other than the Big Bad Wolf!
Fee, fi, fo, fum! I smell 3 pigs that are very, very dumb!
Said the wolf.
Wait a minute! That's the wrong fairy tale! Oh, whatever! The point is that I'm gonna eat the crap out of all of you!
The pigs then got really scared and started running into their own houses to get away from the wolf. But soon enough, the Big Bad Wolf approached his first target. Moo's good, great, awesome, outstanding, amazing Minecraft house.
Little pig, let me in,
said the wolf.
Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin, you piece of crap,
said Moo.
Very well,
said the wolf.
I will kick butt, chew bubble gum, and blow your house up. And I'm all out of gum.
The Big Bad Wolf then spawned a creeper and was about to blow up Moo's house. Creeper. Aw, man.
Moo!
Well done.
After Moo got blown up by a creeper, he quickly respawned back into the world since he was playing in normal difficulty, and ran straight inside Peppa Pig's Pepsi house. Just as the Big Bad Wolf approached to it.
Little pig, let me in,
said the wolf. And of course, Peppa Pig declined.
Alright, you asked for it,
said the wolf.
I will kick butt chew bubble gum, and blow your house up. Damn!
And then the Pepsi house exploded. But luckily, Moo and Peppa managed to escape just after the big bad wolf detonated the house, and started running towards Peppa George Porky Pig Piglet's house to hide from the big bad wolf once again. And finally, the big bad wolf arrived at his last stop. I'm sure you already know where this is going.
Little pig, let me in.
Alright, we get it!
Said Peppa George Porky Pig Piglet.
You can stop pretending to be Duke Nukem now!
Fine.
Said the wolf.
Let me in or I'm gonna break the glass! How about you go out and touch some grass?
Said Moo and Peppa George Porky Pig Piglet at the same time.
Oh, you're gonna get it now!
Said the wolf.
I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house up! Omae wa Bolshenderu! Nani?
And out of nowhere, Peppa George Porky Pig Piglet pulled an Uno reverse card and blew up the big bad wolf instead! Wow, what an incredible turn of events!
I am dead. Not a big surprise.
And so, the big bad wolf has been defeated with the brick house still intact, and the three stupid pigs lived happily ever after.
Until the big bad wolf uses an RPG.
Alright, here we go with the last chapter of this story. This is a big one, so be sure to strap in. Chapter 5, The Big Race!
Breaking news! My name is... And welcome to the World Formula Indy Touring NASCAR 1 Rally Endurance Grand Prix! Allow me to introduce the drivers for today's big race! The first driver we have is Kimi Räikkönen, who will be driving the Alfa Romeo. The next driver we have is Kyle Busch, who will be driving the Huskies over 9000. Up next we have is Jeremy Clarkson, who will be driving Murray Woogle's big crap car.
Speed and power.
Up next we have is Carney the Drivosaur, who will be driving the Carney car. Up next we have is the cowboy from my first story, with his old western wagon.
Hello.
And then came out our next driver, the multi-armed piece of crap, who will be driving the crazy taxi. Yeet! We've also got none other than Action John, who will be driving the Opel Insignia.
Look out! It's Action John!
Our next driver we have is Crap, and he'll be driving the BMW 320D. Meh, I don't even care. Our next driver is Carlos, our local waiter at Buck Hotel. He'll be driving his taco delivery truck. He's mostly just here for sponsors.
Un momento, por favor. Which pedal is the brakes?
Said Carlos. He had no idea how to drive this thing.
Yeah, I doubt he's gonna win tonight. And finally, we have the 7-time world champion, Lewis Hamilton! Wait, where the crap is Lewis?
Lewis wasn't interested in competing in such a stupid race, so he decided to go work at McDoo-Doo's instead. He's hoping to sell a new line of their newest menu item, the McWhopper, which they totally did not steal from Burger Bing.
That's for all the kids out there who dream the impossible. You can do it too, man.
Well, I guess it's time to move to Plan B. Let's just bring another F1 racer to take Lewis Hamilton's place. Introducing Carlos Sainz Jr. and his HP Ferrari.
Wait, hang on a second, mi amigo,
said Carlos.
Wouldn't that be a little confusing? There's 2 Carloses on the grid. I repeat, dos Carlos.
Well, we could just call Carlos Sainz Jr. Lewis Hamilton instead. There, problem solved. Before we get the race started, my friend Brad here will be performing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the totally line what so proudly we hailed at the twilight keeping
All right, let the race begin!
Now that the national anthem has finished, everyone went inside their cars and went towards the starting line.
Drivers, start your f***ing engines!
Ow, said the random race announcer. Oh, my poor ears. But just as the green flag was waved and the drivers started their engines, Crap immediately started driving his car as fast as he could, and crashed right into a barrier! And went flying to the sky, never to be seen again. So far, Kimi Räikkönen is in the lead. How?
I don't know, you have to tell me.
Meanwhile, Action John is right behind him, with Cryo Bush being in last place. And as for the other drivers, Carney's in 3rd place, Lewis Hamilton in 4th place, the multi-armed piece of crap is in 5th place, the Cowboy's in 6th place, Carlos in 7th place, and Jeremy Clarkson's in 8th place. He was trying to catch up, but his car ended up going at a very slow pace, while the radio is looping toot toot chugga chugga big red car throughout the entire race. He's also T-posing out of frustration.
Oh, for God's sake!
And as the racers entered the next lap, Kimi pulled away from the other drivers, maintaining his lead, while Lewis Hamilton made a spectacular overtake on Carney. Cryo, on the other hand, was still on the first lap because the Huggies over 9000 is just that slow.
It's a pile of balls.
Take that, Cryo,
said Action John.
Damn it!
And now it's a pile of scrap. Meanwhile, Carlos the waiter was not having a good race. So he decided to throw at the grandstands his freshly made tacos. Unfortunately, most of them missed the grandstands and land on the track, causing some drivers more problems.
You moron!
Somehow, one of Carlos's tacos ended up in the hands of the multi-armed piece of crap, and he thought to himself,
why don't I give this a try?
Said the multi-armed freak.
That taco tasted like crap!
The multi-armed freak said out loud, thinking no one would hear him. But someone heard exactly what he said.
What did you say about my tacos?
Carlos got so angry that he started a road rage. And just as the cowboy was about to make an overtake on the multi-armed piece of crap, Carlos dive-bombed into the side of the multi-armed piece of crap, taking him out of the race and putting Carlos in 5th place.
It's out of the park!
Adios, mi amigo,
said Carlos.
That's what you get for talking crap about my tacos!
Well done.
As the drivers finished lap 50, they all went to pit for fuel and new tires. Thankfully, the cowboy didn't really need to pit as he's literally riding a horse wagon, so he quickly fed his horses some carrots and continued on with the race. Carlos, on the other hand, was busy refueling, but more importantly, making more tacos for everyone in the audience. Is he really taking this race seriously?
There's no tiempo. Necesito hacer más tacos para mis amigos. Vamos, vamos!
Now that everyone has finished the pit, everyone has got back inside their wonderful cars and continued on with the race, with the cowboy having the lead. They all had a relatively quiet out lap, all except for Action John, who somehow exited the pit lane incorrectly and is driving the wrong way!
I don't remember there being a right-hander at this part of the track. And why is everybody going the wrong way? Wait!
He went through the racetrack barrier
And he drove the car down a cliff.
but thankfully, Action John survived by using the ejector seat on his car, and he landed safely at the Dublin North Side, right next to the large needle pointing in the sky.
Well, it's time to go and get a new car.
Said Action John.
I'm out of here. Bye.
We are now at lap 75, and so far nothing interesting has happened. Carney got really bored of driving, so he went ahead and grabbed his very own mixtape and started listening to it during the race.
I am the dinosaur. The name is Carney. Your raps are so bad, I will send for an army. I will show the power of love. Besides the fact you suck as much as the power.
As Carney was too focused listening to the song, he wasn't paying attention to the track and crashed right into a barrier.
Well, time to write you diss track on how much this track sucks,
said Carney. We have now reached 90 laps and only 10 more laps to go. The cowboy was still in first place until Kimmy started driving as fast as he could to reach the front. He overtook the cowboy, and soon after, Lewis Hamilton sped by him as well. It would take a miracle for the cowboy to win this race. And that's where Jeremy Clarkson comes back into this race. He decides to power up the Big Crap car's super secret V8 engine to catch up to the other racers. Along the way, he found an item box sitting in the middle of the track. Inside the item box was none other than a blue shell! He then threw the shell, and it went flying all the way to Kimi Räikkönen, who's currently in first place. The shell went up, landed right onto Kimi's car, and flew up into a pile of ashes! Well, he's not going to be winning the race now. Said Jeremy Clarkson.
Come on!
Sometimes my genius is... it's almost frightening.
The race is almost done, and all the remaining drivers have reached the final lap. Who's gonna take home the win tonight? More importantly, who will get onto the last step of the podium? Jeremy was feeling very confident that he'll be able to get at least third place. But little did he know that Carlos had a sneaky plan up his sleeve. Carlos figured that him getting the podium would bring more people into his restaurant. So he activated his secret powers and started summoning tacos from the sky! Because he is, in fact, the almighty taco god. Yeah, that's literally all he could do.
You blithering idiot! You totally ruined this car!
With the finish line close, Lewis Hamilton started using more of his battery charge to comfortably finish in first place. But as he used up the battery... his HP Ferrari encountered a serious problem and started slowing down to a halt.
No, it's unacceptable.
Chuck Norris, the cowboy, noticed how slow his car was going so he went ahead and sped up his horses because he is the Chuck Norris Cowboy. Who's gonna make it to the finish line first? It was the cowboy! He somehow won his first ever race on a horse and wagon at the Warren Formula Deck Inventory NASCAR 1 Rally Endurance Grand Prix!
Oh boy.
Lewis Hamilton and his car went at a snail's pace towards the end, but he just about crossed the finish line and got second place overall. Shortly after that, Carlos reached third place and Jeremy got fourth after he finally got some of the tacos off his tires. And now it's time for the award ceremony! Carlos, for being in third place, got a trophy that is completely made out of stone. As for Lewis Hamilton, he got a $19 Fortnite card that comes with 2,800 V-Bucks. And lastly, the cowboy got the greatest prize ever, which is an NFT sponsored by Nelson Phoenix Shua. Nope, we are not doing this crap again. How does he keep coming back? How? He's literally stuck in prison. Who does he think he is? William Afton?
Well,
Thank you all for wasting your money and watching this race with us. That was one heck of a race, and this will go down in history of storytelling. Before we conclude the award ceremony, here's the national anthem of the winning driver. Well, that was a great anthem, wasn't it? Anyway, I would like to thank my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, my dog, my cat, my buffalo, John Cena, Rick Astley, Murray Walker. Wait. Ah! Did I win?
Alright, and that is the end of my 5th story. I hope you all enjoyed it. And, yeah, this project definitely took a lot longer than I originally anticipated, and I would like to apologize for the very long delay. But hey, it's finally done, and I hope you all liked it. And, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all whenever I start making my next video. Alright, see ya, bye, adios, ciao.
P.S. Welcome to Oven Street! Welcome to Oven Street! Welcome to Oven Street! Welcome to Oven Street!
the old man that his win was just pure luck. In desperation, he got out every cheat code he knew, but to his surprise, everyone saw through his lies. And now he's been disqualified, and he's lost everything he loves. But no,